He worked hard at it and eventually became a giant among his peers.
Commander, can you tell us a little bit what it was like when you, and both of you, I guess, discussed the importance of what you all went through together in terms of how it impacted the rest of your years?
Well, that's what I was referring to, is because we had to stick together, because we had to remain a single unit in achieving our goal. Our goal was to come home with our honor and our integrity intact. And so in that sense, John was one of us, and he held true to these core values just like most of us did. But I think that it was important to him, because having seen that as a goal and experienced that, I really think that he sensed a lot of frustration in later years with all the bickering and all of the partisanship that he faced in his role as a senator. And I think that really affected him, motivated him, knowing what was really possible if we could get together and move the country forward. So in many respects, I think that experience really created a lot.
And Colonel?
As time progressed over these last several days since John's passing, I thought that you needed to go back, in a sense, to basics. For instance, I was asked a number of times during these last few days about what I thought John's legacy was to America. And I went to the classical, my old dictionary, and looked for the definition of a legacy. And it's a gift. A legacy is a gift, not in the monetary sense. It's a bequest that's given to America. There's going to be a void in this country. There's a void in my heart and Ev's heart and all POWs who knew John. There's a void in our lives now. And there'll be a void in America because we'll miss John's voice. But he never gave up, and he always appealed to the better judgment of Americans in his speech, his articulation of the issues. He didn't engage in ad hominem, my Latin, ad hominem attacks. He was always issue-oriented. Did he
buck you up? Do you remember a moment when you were...
Oh, yeah.
Many moments, I'm sure, when you were ready to give up. How did he do that?
Never give up. No.
Okay.
Down, discouraged, complaining mostly about the terrible food. But we had a empathy toward one another. Ev has referred to that. It's an empathy that goes far deeper than just the definition of the word. It's a soul-like association, a commitment to one another. And so we never felt sorry for one another. Nobody I ever lived with, certainly Everett didn't, he was there longer, complained. He never complained. We were there with seriously injured people and never complained.
And I just want to say what we're looking at now is the hearse getting closer to the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, where John McCain's widow, Cindy McCain, will be laying a wreath.